Have you ever noticed that nobody teaches you how to wind life down? We're trained for the beginning, for school, for careers, for a relationship, which later we need therapy to understand. But nobody sits you down at 50 and says, let's teach you the process of how to stop things which actually annoy you. Not dramatically, not with a midlife crisis sports car, but let's be honest, we've probably all designed our own one online at some point, but more refined, silent quitting. And that's not just about work, that's about life. So welcome back to the channel, Life of Paul and Over 50. And I hope you enjoy this video. And if you do, please like, subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of the next one. And today I want to discuss the silent quitting, which is something I didn't really understand that's what I'm doing in one way. I actually used to think that I was beginning to quit. But silent quitting isn't giving up. It's finally realising that you've been over participating. And at 50, your tolerance drops. Not a little bit, dramatically. And things you used to accept, you sort of feel like they need to have a committee meeting now and a nap after. And that office drama, you don't even really understand what it's about. And to be honest, that makes it even worse. And the endless WhatsApp groups, the muting permanently and probably spiritually. I realised that I don't have to be invited to every argument which is going on. It got to the point where I actually deleted WhatsApp. It was too much. And when I did, it was like a revolution. And then silently quitting people. We've all got one of those friends who treat your calm as some sort of challenge. The ones that call you and say, I don't want to complain, and then proceed with a 40-minute documentary. In your 20s, you listened. In your 30s, you tried to give them advice. In your 40s, you endured it. In your 50s, you see your phone ring. You look at it and you wish them well. That's growth. Silent quitting people isn't dramatic. You do reply, eventually. You do meet up, just not as often. And you stop volunteering for those emotional moments like it's a part-time job. And the best part of that, there's no exit interview. And silently quitting problems. This is a little bit controversial, but not every problem is your responsibility. I know, years of conditioning have just given you a twitch or a tick. But problems are like junk mail. They come in, they look urgent, and they go straight in the bin. A neighbour upset about your wheelie bin not in the right place out the front of your house, they'll survive. The idiot person on social media has said something really stupid. They'll still be stupid without my supervision. And to be honest, you don't need to solve every problem. And you need to stop auditioning for those roles of chief problem solver. Because at the end of the day, those hours are terrible. And then there's the unpacking of life. So try opening up a cupboard or a drawer in your kitchen. I bet you there's a cable in there for something which you used to own, or paperwork from days gone by when printers actually ruled the earth, or that one thing which you've kept as a just in case civilization collapses. And then suddenly you realise you're not organised, you're historically layered. And it's not just the stuff, it's the commitment, it's the expectation, and it's the roles of life which we never actually consciously chose. And at 50 plus, you start asking yourself some dangerous questions. Why am I still doing this? Did I actually enjoy this? And was this ever optional? And the surprising question is, yeah, it probably is. And then you got your wardrobe. This is where reality really kicks in. And this is where your optimism goes to live. I'm sure we've all got those sections. I'll get back into that section. It'll come back into fashion section. And I actually don't remember buying that section. If there's an item of clothing been sitting there since 2008, it's not waiting for you. It's actually judging you. At this stage, your wardrobe should reflect your life now. It shouldn't be a tour of your past identities. And if there's a piece which needs an iron or needs a bit of an emotional commitment, it's too much, bin it. So what actually matters? After all this silent quitting, there's things which become so much more clearer. You start to value those peaceful mornings, those conversations which don't drain you emotionally, and a body which actually does try to cooperate with you, and plans you actually look forward to. Suddenly, success looks less like achievement and more like not being bothered by something unnecessarily. And frankly, that's really underrated. And then the secret retirement planning. This is the one you don't announce. You plan your exit quietly. You still attend the meetings, nodding, agreeing about quarterly targets. But in your head, you're thinking, how much longer do I really want to do this? You start making these small moves. You start saving, simplifying your life, losing interest in things which don't fit into your future. You're still working, but emotionally you've already packed a light bag for the exit. And there's actually a power to not announcing it. And the power of not announcing it, this is where the magic comes from. You don't tell everyone, because as soon as you tell everyone, people suddenly have an opinion of you, an opinion of your choices. And suddenly you find yourself explaining, no, this is a quiet operation. You just stop. You stop overcommitting. You stop over-explaining. And you stop saying yes when your whole being is saying absolutely not. And they'll adjust. And if they don't, so what? You don't care. You're calmer. You have a plan. And then one day you'll notice you've had an unexpected upgrade. Life feels lighter. It's not perfect. It's not problem-free. But you find it's less cluttered. Fewer unnecessary conversations, fewer self-imposed obligations, and fewer times where you think, why am I here? You've edited your own life, and finally you start to feel like it's finally been written for you. So no, this isn't about quitting life. This is about resigning from the parts of your life which no longer suit you, without drama, without announcements, and without guilt. Because after 50, we don't need any more noise. And the best part of all this, we don't have to ask permission. We can just stop and we just do things better. So before I go, I'm curious. What's the one thing which you've changed in your life which has made life better? With no big announcement, no drama. Put a note in the comment. I do actually read every single one and I will reply. Because it's funny. Those small things which we change, they just mean so much and make life so much better. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, please subscribe to Life of Paul and Over 50, and maybe ring the bell, which will announce you of the next video. I'm going to carry on with my walk with Honey, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.